Well, I have to make a dreamsicle, but I did not clean it out since the last dreamsicle I had, which was about an hour and a half ago. I am saving the tap water that is given by the plumber. I am saving it for the plumber. What it would be for me to wash this out completely inside and then fill it up with steaming hot water that comes out of the tap, but it steams, right? And then it would need to soak a little. And then I could pour it out and use it right away would make sense. You could see that it's pretty clean, all things considered. This is litter. It's to be thrown out. I didn't find it anywhere. I drank the lemonade, but I don't have a proper glass, and I don't really want to wash one and store it unless somebody gives me one. It's hard to get a gift you need without telling someone you need it. Like, have you ever been married and you had to make a registry, like with a department store? What is it? Married registry or wedding bridal registry? Is that it? I'm not really a bride. I am the father, but it's homeless. So I would take the money of a bridal registry because I'd take anything you give me. This is not really clean around the top on the outside. I would like that to be cleaner. And then, of course, there's the rust stains. There is a small amount of rust on it. And I have to put my mouth on here, and I would not do that. No, but well, here we are. I'm going to save the plumber's water that way too. I am what I would call a low one. I live in a low world, the lowest world, and I am a low one in the low world. I am what is a low one. So, who are you? And what are you? Because I am the low one. I want to emphasize that I do see the presence of God, although I do not always believe in God from, if you look at me from exteriorly located, if you are yourself and you look at me, do I believe in God? I don't know what you think. I would hear somebody make a statement or a threatening, and I would, have to say it another way, my way, elsewhere's. Do I believe in God, or does somebody just see it that way because they are making a threat with themselves? You make a threat with yourself, but what I wanted to point out is that you make so many threats with yourselves that when you make all the threats with all of the strangers, each one of you making a different threat, overlapping with other strangers who are threatening myself, it's a blasphemy because I don't have the order formed that way. I don't actually found the order that way. That means even though there's such a thing as that you would make a threat and then somebody else would make a threat and then other people would make a threat and you all don't believe in me, but you all think that you're sorry that I am myself and you're sorry that I'm not yourself. You're actually sorry this way. I'm sorry that you have parents. I'm sorry that you're not your mom. I'm sorry that you're not your dad. And and then they're not really parents that way because that means they don't have one to the other calling each other by their first names. Well, that's what you do in the sucking problem that you are. You say, I have parents, but my parents don't have parents. They don't call each other by their first names, and they don't have a bankruptcy because they're old. I'm the bankruptcy because I have parents. Well, that's what I mean. You suck all the threatening. Every one of you would say that. And then what? And then I can't be a thief and I'm not in jail because I'm not there because I know why I'm not in jail. I'm not going to die for you that you don't believe in me. You don't have a point to be in jail on the point that I would go to jail, and I'm not doing there that way no matter what. So with so much threatening to myself, and you do it for money because you don't have your problems solved with one another and you want to bribe each other out of the money. You actually do bribe each other. When you make a payment at a supermarket, because you're not myself, you're actually making a bribe. You're bribing the cashier to say, yes, you can have everything you selected. The cashier is really there to tell you that you don't have to come into the store at all because there's a cashier. You bribe a cashier with a payment and they say yes to everything you selected, and they're not you. They have nothing in it. If you're not me, I have something in it. I'm deceased. But the cashier should leave on the point that I'm there before or at least after I pay the price of something. I want to order more robes with a hood, but they're down to navy, dark gray, and light gray. They don't have any more black at Amazon.com. So I would not wear the navy one. That's no. The dark gray one, I would like that. The light gray one, I don't know. I don't want it to look like a sweatshirt that I would go to the gym wearing something of that light gray. Yeah, so maybe just dark gray at this point. Yeah. Well, I also need another pair of flip-flops because my feet did shrink in size. I don't afford it because I still have fully developed upper genitals. And they're oversized because I'm overweight because I am illegally alive. You are illegally alive, and I am nearing end of deceasement, but I don't afford to say yet. So, Amazon, how do you want me to order this robe? The gray robe with the hood. dark gray. Let me be specific. Dark gray robe with the hood. I need that from Amazon, and I need that somebody would make the payment because whoever came by today and gave me this, I don't actually have a way to pay Amazon for a new robe with this solicitation. Now serving Clark County and more. Call now for light housekeeping companionship. What do you mean companionship? Because this is a debt. Like, I can't pay Amazon for another robe because somebody here wants companionship. And this was brought to the front door. I didn't go out to get it. How do you offer companionship to somebody who didn't go to your place of business and pick this up as like literature? Is that the word my dad would use? Literature. Yeah. Or litter. Well, I need Amazon to send me the dark gray robe. I need XXL, but I'm not that tall. I'm too fat for size 10, and I'm not tall enough for XXL. No. So I need a robe that fits me, whatever that is. And I need new flip-flops because this one, it's too snug around the foot. It's too tight to wear it comfortably walking. They're too tight. I need a size, maybe a half size bigger or a full size bigger. They're 8, so I need either an 8.5 or a 9. And I want silver Adidas. I'm drinking a dreamsicle I made for myself. Would you like me to go out in public and get a job making dreamsicles for the public? How many dreamsicles do you think I can make for the public to make the $30 it would cost in a payment to Amazon to get a robe? A dark gray robe with a hood and have it sent to where? Should I send it to the work address so they know that I'm employed and I'm working for them? Yeah, but this is my glass. It's litter. I drank a lemonade about a week ago. Or within the past week, let's say it that way. I drank a lemonade within the past week, and I've been using the glass to make dreamsicles. Does anybody else want a dreamsicle out of this exact same glass? You can keep it after that. If I sold it for, I don't know, at cost, so about $3. If I sold it for $3 and I didn't have any profit, but I could hold on to the cash and not buy more chocolate milk and Dr. Pepper for another dreamsicle, send the $3 to Amazon and I'll say, hold that because I have to make another $27 for the robe. What do we call that? Layaway with Amazon. Well, I'm God deceased right here. I don't have any money. And Amazon won't send me a robe of God because they are selling them to everyone so that everyone can wear it as a bathrobe or sleepwear or loungewear, uh, um, or other Yeah, and so you don't think that I'm God wearing a robe. Well, are you trying to cover for the crime I'm doing, or are you covering for the crime you're doing? What are you covering? Who's covering for that I am God deceased right here, and you just don't want to know because it's not really going very well for you? But I have plenty of complaints about how it's not going well for me, but I am still disclosing my leverage, fully deceased here. So why, if this is not going well for you, why are you still locked in your disbelief and you're consuming the money? Well, it is money. If you don't know who I am, that's money. I am myself. I am eternal. If you don't know who I am, that's just money. You want to spend your money that way? You want to be the money to yourself that way? I know, but why? Because that is running out of time. Well, you have to save yourself. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? That's what you have to say with yourself to yourself. You have done real crime on myself in my whole life of my existence as myself. But today I got one of these flyers, if you want to call it that, or literature, if you think that I picked it up someplace. Yeah, but it's a flyer. Somebody dropped it off. And this is so much trouble. I don't know how to tell you. I deceased myself in 16 worlds to be deceased out of the trouble this is. And somebody who handed this to me, blackmail adultery, he walked away saying to himself, oh well. And that's 23 years of time. I have to slam down 23 years of time with myself deceased in 16 worlds and in all that it is for me to be formed here beyond that when there's more, including the founding. I have the founding of myself deceased to walk away a blackmail adultery solicitor at the front door who knocked. And I didn't let him in the locked gate, but he did get in the locked gate and he knocked on the front door here. And I opened the door, and that took me 23 years of time deceased to walk him away, saying to himself, "Oh well." Not really. Did he even say that much? Well, maybe he was saying this to himself. Well, if she needs the services, she'll call, and somebody will answer the phone, and somebody will attend to this address, and somebody will clean the apartment, and somebody will bring her food, and somebody will help her. Yeah. Is that how he walked away? I know, but that's not alive. I'm saying I'm deceased in 16 worlds, and the founding of myself is deceased to walk him away with whatever he believed about uh, his knocking on the door and the exchange, what he said to me and what I said to him, whatever he believed about that, whatever made him walk away, whatever he was thinking about while he was walking away and on his way to the fence and to go out. That's how much leverage it is for me to pay for that for him, and he doesn't have a life that way ever. But that's what you consume today. That's what it costs for me to sit here and drink a dreamsicle on camera tonight. You don't have space and time correctly. Do you know what today's date is? Do you know who the president is? Do you know where you are? Is that even true? Blackmail adultery with the flyer today. You are illegally in the public money. You are illegally in the money of public. It is not difficult for me to be a low one between my God and myself. But if you talk to me in my ears hearing, there are too many of you who have done that. You talk to me about myself in my ears hearing, and you expect my eyes to identify you. And I have prescription vision correction, and I don't identify you without the prescription vision correction. At least that I have it, even if I'm not wearing it. I have it, even though I'm not wearing it all the time. And you don't afford the prescription was given by somebody in your creator, and I have asked you to leave. And that's the prescription being issued already. And the eye doctor would not be standing next to me in that scenario and asking you to leave himself. He just wouldn't have alive that way in the prescription. It's just not that way in the order. And you don't walk away from my prescription the way you must, which is that it's just not a prescription to your own eyes vision. The prescription is not really your prescription that you asked for and that you tested, and you were given a prescription by an eye exam. Tested eye is a test or eye exam. It's just not your exam. Yeah, it's my eyes exam. It's not your eyes exam. It's my vision exam. It's not your vision exam. You don't ever leave that it's my vision exam. It's not your vision exam. You don't leave that. I don't really need the vision exam because once I have the prescription vision correction in place, I can see as clearly as if I don't have a vision impairment. Yeah. That means I don't really need the prescription. Opalite, Taylor Swift. Does Taylor Swift want to come around here and do some cleaning with the pink stuff? There's a new cleaning product called the pink stuff. There's like a paste. There's a cleaning cream, cleaning spray, a coarse cleaning sponge, a toilet cleaner. Well, I don't need the toilet cleaner here, but it's the pink stuff. Like it's homeless. So I think it's a low price for the pink stuff. So somebody who wants to bring the pink stuff over here and clean with it. Where am I? I know where I am, but you don't because you don't afford to do something for that. It's just your fault that you're not here before you've been asked. When you stand around and you don't walk correctly away from somebody you're talking to, you are asking them to ask you to move out of the way of somebody else's creation of their body. You loiter the creation of somebody else's body by standing in one place around too close to somebody else, and then you need to walk away, and then you say things and wait for someone to ask you a question, and it's really you who's pressuring the creation of somebody else to speak about your not moving your body uh, in the flow of alive. You're interfering with alive being alive of more than one person at a time. Well, I'm not going to help you with that because it's not an ask for you to please move your debt to be alone. It wouldn't be alone in public, but it would be away. But I can't send you into somebody else's complaint about you. You don't know how to be yourself. You don't, but you don't know how to be yourself is everywhere you are. I can't send you off somewhere and break my neck for you. Opalite. The sky is opalite. Officer business card. Metropolitan. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department officer business card. Approximately year 2000 and I don't know, it was apartment 36 of Ogden Pines Apartments. A police officer was called by someone outside the apartment. I don't know who because it was outside the apartment. That's true. Uh, he handed me a business card and he didn't have a partner with him to see him do that with a gun. He did it with a gun. I had a business card from a police officer. I was just wondering what he's going to do about the threatening. I am not a police officer in uniform with a gun around my waist. Hip. Does that officer business card want to bring the pink stuff by here? And he can do some like cleaning around here. Oh, you can't do cleaning? I'm none higher than me deceased. I can't do cleaning. You have asked me to do everything for you because you have some sort of restrictions, conditions, or you're made a certain way that you have certain defined responsibilities and you places, stations in life. Sure, your officer, police officer in a uniform with a gun on your hip, business card, and you can't bring the pink stuff cleaning supplies over here and get on your hands and knees and scrub the floor. Wait, why should I do it? I'm just like you. I'm none higher than me deceased. I'm just like you. It's not my apartment. No, I wasn't born here. I was born in Wisconsin. Everything in Nevada is trespassing. I'm trespassing. It's not my apartment. I don't want you to say that it is. I want you to say that I'm from Wisconsin, so I don't have to say something is mine in Nevada. No, I'm from Wisconsin, and it's not in dispute. It's not my apartment, but I do want to be alone. But it's not like where I could be alone someplace else if it was really nice and clean. I could be someplace else nice, alone. It doesn't have to be here.